Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It's oh my goodness, I forgot what day it is because we haven't been streaming for quite some time. It's Wednesday night. Hopefully you're having yourself a good week. Hopefully you have yourself your Christmas shopping done. We only have 3 days left until Christmas Eve, so hopefully you'll be having yourself completely ready or whatever holiday you personally celebrate. But sorry about taking the last couple nights. I've been sick. I've been extremely sick. I still am sick, but I'm well enough that I feel comfortable enough to actually play and get back into things. And I want to play a little bit more Dauntless, because I'm a little torn on this now. I'm torn on this because after playing tonight, or playing during last time, and I tried playing a little bit more by myself, I want to kind of get to know the new progression system, because a progression system in a game like this, especially when it's free to play, makes it very difficult to figure out how you're going to progress. Because that was actually one of the main criticisms I actually had about this game. Let me actually go to options here. I'll bring it up to full screen here, and we can just go to play. But the progression system. You know, this is during the Frostfall event. This is basically their winter holiday event. And we got a bunch of new quests. We'll be working on them. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the War Pike. I tried it a little bit more offline. Absolutely hated it. Personally, it's more I'm kind of more attuned with the chain blade, just from personal experience. If anything, probably go on. Try and upgrade these things. But that's actually where I have the issue right now, is the progression of this game. Because when I first played it, one of my biggest gripes was the progression. Excuse me. So now we actually can make, so as you can see, now we can actually make the different types of weapons. But as you can see here, now we have to actually get, you know, drops from the monsters themselves. So any of the rogue monsters basically was more or less just a, I guess you could say a, you know, for show, basically. And we can upgrade this again, just the borrowed chain blades. Apparently, Sheltered Frontier Arcanite. You know what, we might as well, actually, because we need some sort of damage. Because damage matters in this game, and it's really, really important. And it looks like it's actually just not going to cost us anything at all. This probably will go up to maybe... Oh, nope, only goes up to +3. Oh, they actually shortened it a lot. But actually making any of these, as you can see, 120. We're at, yeah, so at 110, so this is actually technically better. But definitely want to try and find... one of the items. Ooh, they made the quill shot actually look a little bit different. Same thing with the Cherog. Same thing with the Skarn. Interesting. Now I'm also noticing there's a little benefit to each of the type of weapon you bring in.
Word of our community's acclaim spreads.
Oh, no, that's Mecha GM. Thank you very much for the host there, man. But we do, that's this progression system, being able to actually get the Monstrous Verge, Arcanite, and the Natural Hide. That's one of the big things that always bothered me, is like they never gave a baseline. Like the baseline armor and weapons would unlock after you basically already reached that tier of that armor, or the monsters you were hunting. Let me take a look here. I want to take a look at what quest we actually have here in our journal. So we just need to hunt down an Asher. Use a War Pike to defeat an Asher. We're not doing that. I'll be honest, the War Pike's not that great in my opinion to me. And the other one is just gather 3 silver stars. I don't know where exactly you get them, so it looks like here, Frost Gripping Shattered Isles. So that's where I would need to go. So we're gonna go to the Monstrous Verge. We can do a daily survive an encounter. Okay, so there's I guess the events there's for the Frostfall. But for now, I think if anything we'll just do a just do a normal hunt. We might have to do this alone. And I'm actually okay with that, honestly. That's my other huge thing. I really hope that this game is more single-player friendly. And that's a hard line to, you know, that's a hard line to actually create. You know, to make it a system where you can have multiple people to do hunts, but you'll be stuck in a certain, you know, be stuck basically playing, you know, hunting the same things over and over again. You know, that you know, is it too easy for the one person, or is it too, you know, too difficult for the single player, or too easy for a group, too difficult for a single player? And that's where finding the balance is, and actually creating the armor. And that's why I think it's important to have that baseline of armor and weapons and such. That, to me, is the most important thing. Because if you don't have that baseline armor and weapons that players can make just by gathering, you're not going to have any sort of consistency of when people actually play. I mean, take a look. These guys are two guys to my left of me are geared out in Shrike. And the one guy to the right of me, he's got his gloves. Looks like he's got some... No, he doesn't have boots. He's got his helmet, and that's it. You know, progression, especially at the start of your game, especially a game like this, to me, screams out like it has to be important. Because if you're not pulling it off, you're not going to have a good time. And that's what I'm worried about when it comes to a game like this, especially when it's free to play. That certain level of attrition. Excuse me. Looks like we're going after Charog. Thankfully, those are actually pretty easy. Okay, what the... I guess that's his shield, then. I'm definitely glad I have, you know, collected a lot of resources so far already for what time I have put into this game. I haven't played this much offline. I tried the one hunt solo, because, you know, it's important to actually at least try to do these things solo with the War Pike, and I gotta admit, probably not the best idea with the starting weapon. The starting weapons are not that great, and it takes a while to get them all geared up. I do notice, though, now that everything's basically like a 1, I find that the ores are super rare. Oh, well, there he is. Just gonna run around and do some gathering, since it looks like these guys are gonna do some gathering as well. Which is the best thing you could do. I almost jumped off the edge. Anything? Yes! Hey, this is the first time I've seen copper. I don't really need hooves, I need metal over anything else right now. Oh, and they dive right in. Of course they do. Oh, that's cool. You can actually just grab and run. Also, I gotta admit, I think they might actually want to consider throwing something else on these islands, like maybe small monsters or something. I don't know if they do that in Monster Hunter, because I mean, I guess it's meant to be the fundamentals. He's just gathering the leaf. I thought someone already engaged. Oh, somebody already did. Okay. Alright. Oh. Hi there. How's it going, buddy? And I just let myself get wrecked. Oh. Really? Okay, they made him faster. It's been a while, so I can't remember the exact attack pattern of these enemies. I do hope they'll make an option where you don't have to see the weapon damage of other enemies. Ugh. Oh, now I'm gonna take a hit from that. Potion. I really wish I had my Nasher Lantern. Okay. That did way too much damage. I also kind of wish the game explained the blue and yellow damage. Oh. Probably should be attacking. Yeah, I'm probably not. And now comes the very awkward phase of just attacking him. One thing I like about the chain blades is that you constantly move while you're swinging. I do wish they gave a lock-on button, though. Oh no. Fuck. I don't want to be on fire. I can gather this flower while we're waiting. Oh, I know where he went. I think he went up. Always sucks feeling this weak when you start out. Oop, hello. That's important. And something tells me I need to run around. Yep, need to run all the way around. Playing the effective Marco Polo of Monster. Hello. That's also an extremely rare material. Like, I would think you'd want to make your materials common enough that you want people to be able to build that baseline of gear, at least for the start. Oh, I'm out of here. There we go. That takes care of one piece at least. Oh, good. That actually gave a Charog hide. That actually hurt. I do need to sit down and actually craft some potions. Come on. Get over here. I'm actually surprised that hit me. Hi. Don't ram into me. I am a dummy. Oh, hello. Really? Well, that's my last potion. Oh no. What the heck is going on here? That's a little weird. No, don't. You can only actually really fit one person in there. One thing I am noticing, they definitely made it so you can, you know, visibly see the damage you can do to the monsters now. Probably just gonna... I think what I can make with the Charog. Oh no. I will say, they definitely made the solo hunting a lot more difficult. Oh, there it goes. 1,000 notes, huh? Interesting. Ooh, item. Yoink! I wonder if I can actually make anything from all that. I think Divine Smack dropped. Either that or ran over to collect a lot of ingredients. One of the two. I think the gathering needs to be important so players could actually build that baseline armor for each, you know, zone that you're going to be going into. Because a lot of people will usually stonewall. Some people stonewall in this game, and I think they'll probably stonewall maybe in a Monster Hunter game. Just simply because they're just chasing after a certain monster over and over and over again. So they actually want to be able to, you know, build that entire set hoping it actually does something instead of, you know, what the true focus should be, which is progression.
What news from the frontier?
Oh, can I make anything? Where is it? Charog, I can. 40, 120 versus Tiger Beast. Charog hide. 2 notes. 500. Actually, probably worth it building that. No, I'm saying it is worth it.
Farewell for now.
Anything's better than the Barred Chain Blades. Even if I do get the, a weakness from it. That actually isn't, that doesn't seem to be so bad. But no, curious about the armor set, though. So, Charog, what does it take here? Charog hide. So, any successful hunt, you actually get that Arcanite from the zone you're fighting in. Interesting. Plus 2.5% part damage, negative 25% max health. Interesting. Fire resistance, frost resistance. Why are you losing? Why do you lose health? It's a little odd. Like it used to be set pieces. Looks like 250 at least to make it. Looks like Skarn actually. Wow, Skarn apparently gives you health. And that's pretty much it. That's actually not bad. But plus 2.5 part damage on hit minus health. Minus dodge roll stamina cost. Looks like they're all on the same tier though. Looks like if you actually just stick to it, you'll actually be able to get a certain level of progression. Probably should have checked how far I... You know what, actually... Hold on a second. I want to check one more thing real quick. I want to see if I can actually upgrade these. Because what is it? It used to be the Drask. Chain blades. Actually, the Drask weapon line itself were really, really powerful. No, I'm not. I'm gonna need, yeah, 2. It costs another 500.
Back to my work.
But I'll only get the extra damage from the Charog blades here if the monster gets staggered. Which is kind of difficult to do. Not many of these monsters actually you can stagger. Monster's Verge. Oh, I can actually just hunt a Nashor, apparently. Interesting. Let's pick a random, though. I'm still trying to figure out, like, what would be the best setup. Fighting a Skarn. Interesting. I didn't think what the Skarn was. I'm also trying to figure out how you could... You can basically color customize your characters, which is actually one of the nice things about the armor. The armor in this game, so you can have a certain level of, you know, a way to stand out. Still not exactly a fan of the models, like the face system. It shouldn't be too hard. A Skarn. I remember what a Skarn was, but I've hunted a Skarn. God, I do not know why the rocks in the background are flickering, but it is a beta. It'll be interesting, though, to see how this game actually performs. Because not a lot of people are streaming it. And I think it's understandable. I think it missed its window. Trying to actually hit that niche with the Monster Hunter community, but there's so many Monster Hunter games, I think people who play Monster Hunter or just stick to playing that. It's not like PlayerUnknown. Although a lot of people adopted Fortnite, although part of it is definitely because it's free to play. And even though PlayerUnknown's finally actually, I was actually debating if I wanted to stream PlayerUnknown tonight. I kind of decided against it because I'm not a huge. I like I like games. I had, PlayerUnknown definitely gave a unique experience. If I was gonna say like games that gave me an extremely unique experience this year, For Honor and PlayerUnknown, definitely two games. I'm actually glad I actually got, but they definitely delivered a very unique experience for me when it comes to actually playing games this year. I mean, I went through a lot of games this year. Remember what the Drask was? Nothing. Plus the other half, with all this gathering and stuff, like, you want people to use it for something. If they're not actually doing anything with the, with all the parts, it just becomes wasted, wasted time for the player. Because the only time you end up getting notes is from a successful hunt. Like, all these Aether Hooves I'm collecting and stuff. Not exactly beneficial. I don't actually get to use them for anything. Amethyst, interesting. Oh. Plus, I think, I don't know, like, are Monster Hunter games supposed to have, like, these gigantic lulls? Sorry, jump and gather are actually bound to the same key in this game, so if I just outright jump, well, you know why. Yeah, good amount of ore this time around. And a potion. Fortunately, you can't go beyond your maximum, so me picking that up is actually worthless right now. Up. Someone finally found it. I think I've collected way too many Aether Hooves. No real reason. Excuse me. Oh, you're different. You're very different. I've never fought a Drask before, apparently. Okay. You're new. Wow, he actually got to stagger. Oh wait, maybe I have actually. No, still don't know if I've actually fought this guy or not. Interesting. Its attack, it seems familiar. That doesn't look good. Kind of reminds me of the Quill Bar. That's what it reminds me of. Really gotta... I'm never a fan of, like, the random attacks. I know that isn't exactly random. Don't look at me, please. I'm shy. What is my heavy attack combo? Okay. Oh, I guess you go through the rock first. So is it like losing all of its rocks? Part of it. Hi, don't kill me. He's gonna ram me. Yep. Okay, so there's the tail. That doesn't look good. Oh, it's enraged. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Oh! Haven't seen this game, but the monsters you fight look pretty sweet. How's it going, Sapphire? How are you doing tonight? Yeah, this is Dauntless. This is basically going to be your free-to-play Monster Hunter game. It's actually being developed by Phoenix Labs. They're a group in Canada. Actually, go get. Apparently, that has some range. Yeah, this is a Skarn. I never actually fought a Skarn. I guess he must be a new monster or behemoth. That's what they actually call it in this game. It's still under a closed beta, as you can probably tell by the title. But it's going to be free, completely free to play. They're aiming for, was it 2018? Is what they're going for release. I don't like that. Oh, that literally drags you in. Okay. Get him? Yeah, I can. Just gonna bring that. Doing good yourself. Haven't heard the. Yeah, this is basically their first run at making a game. It's still not in the open beta yet. But you can, they did set it up so you can basically buy your way in. Or if you see a couple of streamers, was it, D Yoshi TV, he actually streams this game because he actually now works for Phoenix Labs. I wouldn't just simply, you know, he's an Australian streamer though, just to let you know. Don't just simply straight up ask for a code. You know, that's not the way you would get one of these to actually get a code. You would actually wait for an actual night that he would be giving away those codes and such. So, they're pretty new on the scene, honestly. I mean, it's completely functional, it's... I don't actually remember what the heck is he. I don't know what the Drask is, actually. But I don't know, have you ever played a Monster Hunter game before? I know, this is honestly my first experience. I did get to try Monster Hunter World at, the PlayStation Experience, but it's hard to get a good first impression from, like, being able to just play the game for 15 minutes. But this is effectively kind of like the start. I guess, maybe not exactly the start, but the, you know, like, I guess say the, you know, that'd be a good analogy. Thank goodness you don't take fall damage in this game. You played a bit of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the Wii U. Okay, yeah, so if you're pretty much like a veteran in Monster Hunter games, then I know with Monster Hunter World around the corner, I'm debating if I want to get that game. Which one's the monster and which one is the actual pool of healing? That's the funny part. Alright, I guess you're the monster. Are you the monster? Are you the monster? You're the monster. Hi, how's it going? I'm just gonna be the guy that just kicks us off. Ah! That was my own fault. Kinda like any Monster Hunter game, you kinda get Hello? Would you... Why? Alright, yeah, I want... Oh my god. Okay. Hello, Top Man. How are you doing today? So, I should actually explain a few things. So, if you actually look in the upper left-hand corner, there's a number that slowly increases. That is actually the danger meter. So, if that actually reaches 100... we won't actually be able to resurrect each other or revive each other. I'm doing no damage because I have, like, no gear. Also, no stamina. I'm doing. But I think it controls, like, if you ever played, like, a Dark Souls game or anything like that, you should be fine. If you played Monster Hunter 3 for the Wii U, I think you'll be fine playing this game. It definitely is, you know, still focused on starting out. So, you have a choice between 5 weapons right now. There's the Chain Blades, the War Pike, the Axe, the Hammer, and the Sword. And each weapon has their own, I guess, their own specialty. Think of it as the longer the fight gets dragged out. So it's not just simply, like, team performance or anything like that. It's not directly connected to that. It's one factor, you know, obviously if you're doing bad, you know, you might actually notice a bit of a difference. So, like, you probably have more experience with monster hunting since you've actually played a Monster Hunter game. Because they basically did, like, what effectively is the server wipe. So, last time I played this, which was a while ago. I actually had the, I had a full set of gear and everything. It wasn't, I didn't reach, like, the end game content, though. Damn it! That was my bad. Should not have done that. Actually, I'm gonna just drink 2. And someone finally broke off the tail. And someone also made him enraged. Only a few hours, I don't remember much of it. Ooh, I am very lucky. I'm actually surprised how much health this thing has. Oh no. Is he gonna do his top spin? No. I like the chain blades just simply because you get attacked from very far. That's basically your far range weapon. Out of the entire group. Okay, he's got him. Oh no! I totally screwed that up. Oh, thank goodness someone staggered him. They did change things. Like, it used to be everyone could stagger the monsters, but they changed it. So, now every single weapon has, like, a role. Or something important that they can do. Like, cut off a tail, stagger an enemy. Just do a lot of quick damage, which is basically what the chain blades do. Because chain blades were pretty much overpowered. I'm actually surprised it didn't take any damage, and he ran away again. But basically everyone else is kind of in their first set of Monster Hunter or, you know, Behemoth gear. And there's what, I think chain blades do look pretty sweet, agile. Yeah, that's the I'm kind of used to the chain blades. Chain blades is the only thing I'm really used to right now. I never really took the time to learn swords or anything else. I should probably actually show this real quick. Let me just hold down select for a second. It's gonna keep moving. So this actually shows here, so bladed attacks, chain throws, and then it shows the combat system. Shows what your combos are. I can do different types of attacks. What I've basically been doing is blade spin for the most part. So basically 3 attacks, and then I hold down Y, and I could just do a flurry of attacks. Although I question how much importance the combos actually are compared to like just spamming your normal attack. Oh! But if you ever played like a Dark Souls game, very important. But that's one reason I actually kind of like the chain blades over anything else. Just it's agile. But the War Pike basically gets like a I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay, someone died for their... Get your butt up. I actually don't have any potions left. Oh! I thought he was gonna charge me in a different direction. Oh, there you go. And the Skarn has been slain. He had a lot of health. I guess the square is probably the War Pike. But yeah, each weapon now has just a very specific role that you need to... that contributes it to the fight. I kind of admit, though, I kind of liked it that it was more based on playing smart, but it definitely feels like this game is going more towards team play than anything else. Because doing these monster hunts solo is extremely time-consuming and difficult. Especially if they make it so you don't have it set up so anyone can just control the behemoth. Like, if you just observe their attack patterns. Because once you learn, each behemoth's attack patterns, it's like, okay, you can, kind of give know how to dodge their attacks and such, which now I have to actually go and make a bunch of supplies, because I didn't do that. So there's actually a couple things you can set up here. This is actually what you use all the gathering requirements from, so you can actually set up for an airdrop. So I guess you can set up, yeah, create a sturdy crate of common healing supplies delivered by an airship. You can, what's it, resource spotter, so you can also basically find out where resources are. Never seen this before. Interesting. Frostfall supplies, I guess that's something special. Plans to create and store a campfire that restores a moderate amount of health over time by nearby slayers. Ooh, that's actually not so bad. There's your Berserk Potion, basically increases damage, but also the damage you will take will increase. Team Healing Potion. Common Resistance Potion. So basically just increases your resistance. Lantern Coolant. Lantern Coolant, that's basically goes with the lantern, so each lantern in this game actually does... You can activate it and it'll do a special effect. Let me actually see here. I need... Okay, so make a common... Oh, okay, to make a common, I need a lamb... Wow, I need a lot of lamb grass, apparently. Alright, well, for now, I need to actually make a bunch of simple healing potions. Kinda wish I could just type in how much I actually want. But we're just gonna click this quite a few times. You can only carry 5 with you in per mission. But this is why, like, the gathering in this game is super important. If you just try and chase fights left, right, and center, you're never gonna get anywhere. Because you need all the materials to make your stuff. Primarily, though, you'll be wanting to gather the wisps and the plants just to make your potions. Although I think they made way too many plants. So I can actually just go up to Earth right now, and I can actually, should be able to just make, yeah, I can actually make 3 pieces of Skarn armor if I wanted. And they do have tiers as well, so you can actually increase it as well. So, how much is my borrowed set here? Yeah, so I could upgrade the borrowed set here. I'm surprised they don't have, I'm surprised they don't have a, call it... They used to have an upgrade path, so it actually would tell you, what you would actually get in addition. So basically this Skarn set just gives me additional health. I should actually see what the weapon does first. How much does the weapon do? And I can take a look and see how much the Charog. So I can actually upgrade the Charog now by 20 damage. Or I can start using the Skarn blade. So 120 versus... Honestly, I think right now this is actually probably the best out of all of them. It looks like all of them actually have their own benefits. So 120% damage versus an enraged, 25 part damage on next hit after a dodge. So that's actually kind of nice if you spam dodge a lot, but that drains a lot of stamina. But you would want the entire Shrike suit for that. 120 damage versus wounded parts. So that kind of plays well with the War Pike. The War Pike is basically creates like a weak point that other players can exploit for more damage. But in general, it actually isn't so bad. I think I'll just upgrade this. Upgrade it again? I could actually. That would not be a bad thing, honestly, because damage is easily the most important thing out of anything else. It used to be that these things goes up to plus 10. With some of them went up to plus 10, some went up to plus 5. But one of the reasons they changed it is that it used to be a loot box system. So a lot of people were relying on drops in this game to get very specific pieces of gear. But it would never drop because it was a loot box system. So you would never get any, so a player could, you know, when it comes to getting the upgrades, they would never get anywhere. Oh, it's the quill shot. It's like one person has the Scarn armor. Don't know what the heck. That's the Charog set, so they actually made the Charog set look a little bit different. And the guy on our right, he has the Shrike armor. Alright, fine. Well, if he's offering. Can I even change my equipment? Not a bad idea, honestly. Fine. I'll hate it, but I'll do it. Quill shot shouldn't be too bad. I remember fighting the quill shot, so unless they change its attack pattern, might be a little bit different. But the biggest thing that I have, the biggest criticism I had though when I played it before the wipe was the baseline progression, because I could easily see a lot of people playing this game and just not being successful at beating the hunts. And that's one of the big things about this game, is that you want to make sure, like, having this first set of hunts now open, so now you can actually get a set of Monster Hunter gear. Great, awesome. But I still think it's important that just through the act of gathering materials, players should be able to build that baseline armor. And I don't think having it attached to the quests is exactly a great idea. Because I think they're still attached to, the quests in this game. Because, part of it is trying to express the narrative of the game where, mankind is near extinction. You've been forced on these islands, floating islands. But the behemoths here are draining whatever makes these islands actually float. And so, because of that, players aren't able to actually... so, if you don't actually kill the behemoths, the islands will sink and, well, humanity will be doomed. And that's the whole reason why you have the Slayers. That I actually, it's like, I like the overall narrative, but trying to create some sort of baseline story through the quests and such, I don't know, I'm hit and miss with it right now. I would actually look, if anything, I'd probably actually talk to the people who made freaking, Warframe, and see how they did it. Because even though that's a wiki game, and I think most Monster Hunter games are also wiki games as well, you need to, if you really want to actually do well, you have to know what you're building towards. Did everyone just leave? I think everyone just left. And if everyone just left, I'm not going to be staying. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to kill a Quill Bar with the baseline, a borrowed War Pike. Excuse me. Yeah, I think all the others just left. No, maybe not. One person has their aura. Although I don't know why we all have borrowed War Pikes. It's kind of a bad idea. At least I can actually show what the War Pike does. So, War Pike is basically your spear. It actually... So you land attacks to build up your special meter, and then you could do a long-range, high damage attack with it. But you have to basically... You have to constantly get hits. And that's the important part. If you're not actually landing the hits, then you're not going to be able to actually... well, you're not going to be able to build a special meter to then do a special long-range attack. Well, I know what the monster is. Let's actually do some gathering first. Because I just spent a lot of time I wasted through a lot of ingredients down the drain. But that's why I think they might have created too many. Too many plants. Especially if they want you to use, like, use the simple potions to build up the, you know, the better healing potions and such. You definitely don't want to be in a position where you're hunting and then you're instantly just out of resources. What did the quest entail? Like usual, kill X, gather Y. Exactly. You have right on the button. You are dead on with that. And it's not, you know, usually it's just, let's see. Actually, I could just probably show you right now. So I have a couple quests right now. Set a hunting party and kill an Asher. Use a War Pike to defeat a Nasher, Shrike, Quillshot, Skarn, or Carbuck. No rogues. They're also rogue behemoths. They're basically the entry-level behemoths that you fight in this game. And then I have... And this is the festival event known as Frostfall, which is gather 3 silver stars. I have no idea what they are, actually, though. And they're all fighting the monster already. Alrighty. Good job, guys. I'll be there in a moment. Actually, grab this wisp here. Actually, let me move faster for a few seconds, because I actually like that. They actually gave a speed buff if you pick up the wisps. Which you'll always need. The wisps are a constant need in this game. It goes over here. I didn't go that far from it. Yep, there it is. Just to let you know, I'm terrible with the War Pike, so don't be surprised if I die. It's Ganondorf! Oh no! Let me see if I can actually show off the War Pike. Ah, damn it. So, the bar there, I actually can press, basically land attacks. And if it reaches full, what I should... If I could not get hit. Basically, any time of any amount, in there. Nope! I'm gonna get hit again. I'm gonna get hit again! I am getting destroyed here. I am really not used to the War Pike. What I'm supposed to be doing is, by doing an attack, and if I actually land on the bar... 1 second. Now it's enraged and angry. And now I'll be just shooting its spikes everywhere at every one. I can actually press... the right button, or right button, and I can actually set it up and do a shot like this. But if I want to be accurate and actually do damage, I need to actually land a lot more hits. So, think of them as individual levels. There you go. That 495 was mine. splashing. That was absolutely atrocious. Is that water? That literally is just water splashing. Actually a really nice water effect. And if you actually look on the top there, you see those flags. People actually can launch flares. You have an unlimited amount of flares. Basically, people use them to just say, hey, the monster's here. So, like, I can actually launch a flare. Look up in the sky. And right there. And that's what happens if you're a little too far range with the War Pike and using its special. So the goal is to kind of gather as much as you can. So like that's actually a good amount of charge. And I can just activate it and fire. You can hold up to 3 charges, so you're not just stuck with doing 1. Yeah, I do like it. But you have to get a lot of practice to be good with the spear, though. A lot of practice I don't exactly have the patience with. And if you get hit, you basically lose that entire charge. The charge bar that you're trying to build up, I should say. And obviously, the more you charge up and the more you store, the more the more damage that charge will be doing. You can actually just store that, and we gotta. One nasty thing about that attack. That attack. Is that? Yeah, just X. Oh no. Am I dead? Yeah, I'm down. So if I'm at low on health there, someone can actually go and pick me up. And they'll give me a certain amount of health. Actually just dump this charge. That was my low power charge. I was wondering how people were supposed to communicate. Yeah, so it's actually very nice. Like, the player system is very nice. And yes, you can kill the behemoths without actually, Oh no, I'm gonna get hit. No, I'm not. Okay. Actually, I didn't even store my charge. That was actually really dumb of me. And also, thankfully, when you sheath your weapon, you basically get unlimited stamina. I mean, you generally can tell where the monster's running because they'll always point where they're running to. So there'll always be specific places on the island that they'll excuse me, run to. And they give you plenty of time. Like right now, I think it's 30 minutes per hunt. That's a good amount of time, honestly. Because you don't want to be, there's that line where you don't want to be throwing like an hour away of time playing and feel like you're not getting anything. I would not be surprised. And you do actually want to focus on specific parts of the monster to try and break off break off certain pieces. I think actually I just... yeah, that wasn't even a charge. Oh, there it goes. And you can actually use a keyboard and mouse with this game too. It's not just gamepad. I personally am preferring gamepad because when it comes to third-person games, I just do better with them. Length of hunt seem to be good around. They become a lot longer as the monsters get tougher. And now that they change it so you have to have specific weapons if you want to stagger the monster, kinda changes everything. But they did make it so now you have to really earn the break parts, because it used to be in the old system, you did have to actually break off the pieces of the monster. But it used to be very specific parts, like if you break a tail, you got the tail. You break off a horn off the quill bore, you would get the horn. But some of the pieces for the higher tier of armor, or specifically upgrading that armor set, was extremely difficult to do, because you would actually have to break off the piece of the monster twice in the same spot. Now, obviously, tails are excluded because, like, that's something graphically they could actually show. A tail physically being cut off. But other parts of the monster, like the legs or the face or something like that, you would have to actually break twice. And that was really difficult to do before.
Good behemoth is a dead behemoth.
So all I want this year is a War Pike. So this is I think this is actually a Frostfall quest. Because the War Pike's actually a new weapon. Probably noticed on the last War Pike training run, its power charges smoothly with every melee hit you land. But if you get hit, you'll lose that power. That means don't put any extra hurt on the behemoth you're fighting. Worse, it means you have no ammo in the chamber, so to speak. Well, not so to speak. Literally. There's nothing to fire without power, and the worst is when you're hit from a distance without warning. Some shock feeders are really good at. Drasks, Nizat, Sagas, and Stormclaws are damn good at striking when you least expect. I want to see how well you can keep that War Pike charged, so to speak. Or literally. I'm not a damn linguist. Use a War Pike to slay a Drask, Nezaga, or Stormclaw. Interesting. And he gave me notes and a Frostfall Snow Crystal. Interesting. I'll probably do that later. For now, though, I want to go back to... So, you can actually see here, so, hammers... Actually, I can actually show you right here what they do. So, hammers are really good at combos, primarily towards staggering the behemoths. So, basically, if you're using this weapon, you're the team stunner. And it used to be that if you did a heavy attack whenever a monster was performing a certain attack, that's when you could stagger it. Now it seems like it's delegating the role to whoever has the hammer. And also it has a gun, and it also does have a gun in it too, so you can actually fire a blast at the enemy too from a distance, just like the War Pike. Not exactly like the War Pike, but just a little bit different. Then we have the axes. These are just the basic axes. Pretty much just damage dealer. You want to get big numbers. You want to be the damage dealer. You want to bring the axe because you can actually charge attacks on the actual monster itself. So even though it only gets 2 combos there, the asterisk there under the X and Y there for the vertical ripper there, you can actually charge the attack. Same thing with just the normal attack, so very straightforward. Then you have the more balanced weapon, the swords. Swords is basically what they start you out with. Land attacks to build a special meter, so you have a special meter that you can actually activate that increases your attack speed and damage. And the swords are also very adept at basically cutting off the tails off behemoths. So that, and it also has a basic combo set. So basically, you build it up. Once you build up your special meter, kind of like a limit break. Activate it, and you can either, if you have it at the full, you can actually get a projectile from it, and you'll also gain attack speed and damage. And then finally, there's the chain blades. Let me actually equip mine, which is basically just deal damage to build special meter. The special meter there, you could pull yourself towards the behemoth, and also push yourself away. But these used to be the most popular weapon, because it was just more or less damage in the game was more or less the same. Well, you could. It was hard to say, honestly. You couldn't really see the numbers before the server wipe. Now that you can see the numbers, you can see like how much damage someone does compared to someone else. But primarily, though, chain blades are just damage. So it's raw damage. They don't really do anything anymore. Let me actually go to social here. Actually, leave the party here. I think if I want to actually upgrade... Actually, improved. Oh, looks like they finally actually... So, improved War Pike. Looks like they finally actually, Is that really? No, I guess it's just something for the War Pike. That's interesting. I don't know why the War Pike only has, Why is the War Pike is the only one that gets an improved? Maybe it's because I did the quest. Usually there's a monster, usually the monsters give it, you get something from it. So, Charog here, this time it's actually not asking for much this time, it's only asking for, the Monstrous Verge Arcanite, which we gained just from killing the monster. And you gain, and that's actually the new thing. There is a currency. Yeah, that's probably it, they probably have modeled the War Pikes. How's it going, Robbie? And the notes, every time you kill a monster, they give you, notes now, which is what their currency is in this game. I'm just gonna upgrade this one more time. I'm not too worried about your in the armor in this game right now, just simply because, well, it's still, like, the first tier of monsters. So, just having a good weapon is more important than anything else. And I don't think I turned in my quest. No, I did, okay. What's supposed to be my quest anyway? Oh yeah, I was killing Asher. Let's actually do the quest, shall we? Monstrous Verge, let's hunt an Asher. A lot of people spend a lot of time going after the what is it, before the server wipe, a lot of people just would chase the Nasher like crazy, just for, their weapon. I think this actually might be a solo hunt, since it's a patrol hunt. And not a lot of people will be doing those. I think if anything, I'll just start it up. I don't think I'll be doomed without a team. I think I'll be fine. I have enough confidence with the chain blades. I tried doing this. I tried doing it with a War Pike alone a couple days ago, and yeah, that was balls. That was terrible. But I don't think I'm not that rusty. Yeah, like I said, just remember, this is still, like, the first tier of monsters. This is not the second or third tier of monsters. Or behemoths. I should really actually use the terminology. They have to distinguish themselves from monster hunters somehow. Oh, good. The Nasher's actually right there. Saved me a lot of time. I think this will be one of the few times I'll just kind of engage. I know, Robbie. Don't worry. I've played this game quite a bit. Like, this will be difficult because they don't have any armor, but it shouldn't be too bad. If I play my cards right and play slow, it should be okay. Because hopefully this will actually unlock the base armor, base weapon set. Alright, well, so much for that. Fine. How's it going, Mr. Nasher? How you doing, buddy? Damage. Come on, do your thing. There you go. How you? And pop. Gonna tail swing. Nope. Probably won't be able to do a lot of combos or anything like that, but like I said, it'll probably be a slow fight. After your time on this was best with your teammates. Well, like I said, it's the first, like, this added a lot more people. So you're gonna have to expect a lot of people who don't know really how to play the game or anything. And that's the special for the chain blades. It basically, you know, helps you push away from a monster. And I did not press. I was in mid-attack, unfortunately. Thank goodness I actually upgraded these chain blades. Are you stomping? Yep, you're getting enraged. I walked into that. Nope. Actually drink a potion here. Nope. Okay, sorry, thinking of the Rage Tail Gnasher. And that's when it cools down. Hard for me to judge distance in this game. I'm actually surprised it hit me. Ah, darn it. Didn't want to actually do my special. But it's important you actually know, like, you know, to go easy on, like, the newbies and such. Like, this is still technically, like, your first... This is actually the first real behemoth you fight. I mean, the Rage Tail takes it to a whole different level. Like, I'm not even really, you know, using my stamina. I'm not constantly running. Like... The next tier, you'll find yourself, like, just constantly running around left, right, and center. Hey, what do you know? I actually broke off its tail. That's actually amazing. And just because you're not good, just because like your weapon isn't good at breaking pieces, doesn't mean you can't. That's definitely one thing. Although the staggering part, that's a whole different story altogether. Oh no. I keep turning in a little too soon, that's why I'm getting hit. I can regain my stamina. Oh, I'm actually out of stamina. That's probably a bad thing. Gonna run away? Probably gonna run away. Yep, you ran away. Oh, actually. Since now I can actually just use it for me. Thankfully, those things actually heal you. Some mushrooms. More mushrooms. So many plants they want you to gather in this game. It's ridiculous. Still trying to remember what the lamb grass graphic looks like. But I'll be lucky if I even get that. I got that one piece from the tail. I think that's probably maybe the one thing that might not make me play this game a lot is just simply it's probably going to be more for people who want to do, you know, it's a team game. Come here. I'm actually surprised the, Okay, that was interesting. Oh, now it's going to enrage. Hey, accidentally broke its leg. How lucky. I'm surprised it's still called Diffuse Essence, though. Come here. Oh, they got now you don't have that tail to swing around anymore. I wonder how much health these things have. Oh no. Oh, come back here, you. Yeah, but if you have a team that's really good at just constantly controlling a monster, like the Shrike is probably actually your best example of the monster you could actually control all of the time. Like, to me, that was like that and the Nasher were the two easiest bosses or behemoths in the game. I'm starting to guess that the yellow is part damage, and the gray is, or the white, I should say, is, like, damage you've already done to a piece of the monster. Yeah, like that. Actually, a perfect example. There you go, there's the Nasher hide. I was wondering where that was. Yeah, so yellow's part damage, then I guess the gray or white. Is just normal damage. Oops, excuse me. Okay, I'm starting to understand the damage system a little bit better. Come on, flip. Thank you. Ah, darn it. Should've used dodge. Fine, you can go get that. I'm gonna go pick up this. And I'm also gonna go get this thing, too. I see this. Hang on, little Nasher, I'm coming. The flux is important. And I see actually another thing I should actually grab, too. Excuse me, 1 second. I've got plenty of time. Hi there. Come here, buddy. I know you want to roll. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be so close to the edge. Alright, come here. We need to actually move over here. No, keep whacking you here. And you're gonna keep whacking me, apparently. I guess it's exhausted. Yep, it got exhausted. Let's see, what's this? Nasher hide. Nice. Oh, I think it's running away. Yep, it's running away. I'm actually surprised. Knocked off all parts of the Nasher. That's a rarity. Alright. Probably is it back where it started? Actually, no, it isn't. Where did it go? I think I saw his head pointed this way. Put itself. Hear the music. But where's the Nasher? There's the Nasher. Well, now there's no more parts to break off. Might as well just full bore. Oh, there's still something, actually. Oh, wasn't there. There was something. Ah, it's arms. There's something's there. It's a difficult piece to get, but it's there. Oh, never mind. Nash is dead. 3,000 notes. Oh. It's a healthy amount of notes if you do it solo. Maybe that's actually the reward for doing it solo. Like, obviously, there'll be a power creep in this game where if you have... What is it? Although they did actually set it up so you can't... They actually prevented the power creep from the previous... From before the server wipe. What they had was a Slayer rating. So you couldn't just bring in, like, top-tier gear and instantly stomp an entire monster by yourself. You know, they prevented that. I wonder if they probably actually have it set up the same way. But that's the Nasher quest done. Now we can actually see if, hopefully, they'll actually allow you to build, like, the steel and the base level armor instead of relying on hunting the enemies. Although they did make getting the armor sets and stuff a lot easier.
I've done it better myself.
Knew it had in you, Slayer. That's one Nasher that won't be killing any more Ramsgate settlers.
Ready for a challenge?
Beat that Nasher, but borrowed gear isn't going to keep you alive forever. Seen Wills of Moira lately? Go pay them a visit and see if they've got any new schematics available. So the armor... Okay, there we go. That hopefully actually will do it.
Watch your back.
Hopefully... That's what it actually details. I'm actually surprised there's not any new quests, but that's fine.
We expected to meet such an order. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, borrowed, Quill Shot, Charog. No, looks like... Nope, still nothing yet. That's a bit of a shame, honestly. Well, I can actually upgrade the Charog blades again. Let's actually do that. And apparently... Oh, I had one more Charog hide left, so we can actually upgrade that one more time. Yeah, +5. There are... So, usually the... What is it? The steel weapon? It's obviously not available yet. You would be able to upgrade that to +10. So we actually already have a maxed out Chainblade, which is actually really nice.
Stay alive, Slayer.
Ah, here we go. The Moira actually... That's the quest here.
Back to work.
I guess she didn't have a quest for me, never mind. So, crafting... So, Nasher, Shrike, Quill Shot... Really? I can't make the Nasher? Oh, right, I spent all the Monster's Verge Arcanite. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, so no, still can't make the Guardian set. At least not yet. But at least I now have a lot of money. It's actually really nice.
We'll talk again.
Okay, someone actually does have a quest for me. I would definitely put an emphasis over the weapon, like at least getting a good weapon first. Over the armor, just because you should be learning the enemy's attacks.
Not bad.
Sounds like your smithing's friends have figured out some new schematics and incorporate some of the behemoth parts you've been collecting. If you're smart, you'll make sure you invest some of that gear before your next hunt. It'll be your toughest one yet.
There's a storm brewing.
All geared up? Hope so. We've got a big problem on the outer edge of the sheltered frontier. A mature shrike's almost managed to island hop its way onto Ramgate's doorstep. I don't have to tell you what might happen if a shrike was unleashed on the city. Death and destruction would be the least of it. The city might never recover. Good thing you've seen what new weapons and armor the Smiths have to offer. You'll need all the help you can get. Farm team and take down that shrike.
Back to the fight.
Also, if you look up at the very top there, it'll also tell you, like, if there's a quest or anything.
I really do regret
I think we can probably actually take, hunt the shrike here.
stopping me from taking it down again.
Should be pretty easy to do it solo. Shrike is what I'm used to fighting the most. I'll wait a bit to see. I'll wait a minute and see if actually there's, someone out there. Jonah Tom, apparently. It's like he's still using the, actually, he might be using the improved War Pike. Well, if he's here, I'm not worried then. So the yellow damage, then, that means you're doing part damage. So that's actually enabling you to get parts. That's actually good to know. That's definitely something that's kind of impossible to... Well, you wouldn't want to explain it in the game in that manner, because... if you tell persons like, hey, you're doing numbers of damage, that kind of breaks the whole purpose of a narrative. This will probably be the last hunt for the night. I will say, it definitely feels a little bit friendlier. I was actually not expecting to get a maxed out weapon tonight already, because I only hunted one Charog, and I was able to turn that into a maxed out weapon. Like, I could have actually had a full armor set, but between armor and weapons, I always say weapons. Yeah, the rocks are always glitching. I find that funny too. This is definitely something new. They used to just kind of throw you into the island. Now this is, you know, departing system, you know, ready check and departing system, which is kind of nice, honestly. Because the point is you're on an airship flying to your destination, or is about to depart to its destination. But between this, like, if you know, don't want to invest the money in buying Monster Hunter World, or if you're just completely new to monster hunting, Dauntless is actually a nice game. It really is. Like, it focuses on, like, to me, it focuses on the basics. If you ever play a game like Dark Souls, you'll be fine. You can play the game with a keyboard, you can play the game with a with a gamepad. So you're good either way. I mean, it has, you know, it does have the heft of it, but it definitely feels like this is a, you know, new IP, starting, you know, a fundamental game, into the Monster Hunter hunting franchise. Or not, well, that's actually a mistake. Let me reword that. If you've always wanted to actually experience what a Monster Hunter game is like at its core, like what the core routine of a Monster Hunter game is, Dauntless is actually a pretty nice start if you don't want to actually throw the money in at it. Which right now you would have to actually throw the money at it if you actually want to try it right now in the closed beta. But I'm pretty confident people can more than willing to wait a couple of maybe a month or two, or a couple of months. I'm a little surprised, though, that gathering... Like I said, I still would rather see, like, hey, we can make a start, you know, you're now, you're now a Slayer. You know, you're no longer a rookie, you're now a starting Slayer, you're a newbie Slayer. And let's make some basic armor and weapons for you. And I think that would be better than it's like, here's this borrowed set. Like, to me, I would just make the borrowed set, like, upgrade +1, and that's it. And there's the Shrike. Oh, I saw that. One thing I'm having trouble locating is the lamb's grass. Ocean. There's our nice little owl. Probably actually let my ally know, hey, it's right here. Lambgrass is super important. Yeah, all the healing potions are super important. I mean, I'll be honest, when I did a test of, like, how important are the potions before, they weren't important at all. it was quite different. Like, we would be investing, like, all this time, like, making all these like major healing potions and stuff. It's like this is the same as if I made a simple healing potion, but beta is beta, and it was still better for me to make the bigger potions just simply because I actually had the ingredients for them compared to the simple ones, because I wasn't doing the simple hunts anymore. I was doing the higher, the more advanced hunts, and that's where I was getting my my ingredients from, because it used to be tiered. Like, everything used to be tiered. You went to an island, you were fighting on the monstrous verge, for example, like here. You would get a very specific set of regions that you would be collecting. And I mean very specific. It would still be dependent on, like, the type of island you were on. But things like the ores and stuff like that, they were all, I guess, determined. Like, you would be only collecting one type of ore. Or one type of flux. Yeah, stop your howling. And he's attacking already. Okay, alright. Our boy Jonathan wants to engage. Fine, let's engage. Yeah, that attack right there. If you used to be able to pull off a heavy attack, oh, come on, really? I'm gonna actually test something. Nope! Nope! Okay, yeah, they definitely took it away. That's a shame. You used to be able to do a heavy attack and that would stagger the, Oh my goodness, you are wanting to do a ton of attacks. Ah, bollocks. Drink a potion right now. Ah, the back of the tail doesn't do anything. Yeah, since we don't have a hammer, we're gonna have one heck of a... I don't know what I'm doing. This is actually a really bad spot to be fighting this good thing. There we go. One more. There. I also need my stamina back. Alright, I forgot how long that goes. Uh-oh. That's not good. Hey, how's it going, Michiru? It's definitely interesting, because they changed a lot. Like, I used to be able to, like, really control this monster. Not so much anymore. He's doing something right, though. What the heck is he doing that's knocking this thing on its butt? Oh, please don't. God's sakes. This is Dauntless. This is basically going to be a free-to-play Monster Hunter game. Oh, hello. You are going to charge at me. Come here. Oh no. Ah, fucks. Gonna drink a potion here. Need to heal. Oh, I had no stamina. That sucks. Really gotta start managing my stamina a lot better. Yeah, that kinda sucks, honestly, not being able to. Ah. Hi, how's it going? Oh no. What's this guy doing? Probably gonna start relying on the heavy attacks again, just by normal, since I can't actually stun them like normal. Whirlwind. Back away. Another charge. Hey, broke off the part of its wing. Come here. Strike feather, and there goes another part of it. Uh-oh. I just need you to move for a second here. And also grab that feather. Grab the plant, too. You're doing alright? Your arm's practicing from pool? Nice! I didn't know you played pool. Not very... I just killed myself. Whoop. Nope, nope. He's down too. I'm using my revive crystal. So you actually do get what effectively is a phoenix down. Gonna let him do his charge attack. I gotta wait for him to do something. Other than that. And other than that too. Need him to do a charge. Yeah. That'll work. Excuse me. Pardon me. So right now we're at 59 danger right now. That's pretty terrible, actually. Come on. Whew, he really likes Jonathan. Uh-oh. Oh, he really loves him. Oh, come on, really? He's gonna fly away. Oh no, maybe not. I'm honestly just waiting for him to fly away. Oh no! I just killed myself. Just got a pool table yesterday. Nice. There we go. There's my revive. Hey, so we need to scare him away if we actually want to have a chance to revive. Give me that. But none of us have actually done a lot of damage. Well, I don't mind exploiting the trees sometimes. They say it's wrong to exploit. They're right, but at the same time, it's still fun to do. Probably actually should drink a potion too. Hi there. You're stuck behind. Run away from that. I don't think he can run away. Maybe it's... I think it's actually trying to run away. I think it's bugged. Yep, it was trying to run away the entire time. Alright, well, he needs it more. I guess that's your Christmas gift to yourself. Oh, he only has one charge. Nope, and actually has another charge left. Yeah, this really does change the dynamic now that the chain blades, like, only certain attacks can stagger behemoths. That's really... Oh, no. I guess that's their huge nerf to the chain blades. Oh, come on, really? Your dad, he used to play a lot. Very nice. Well, I could just walk past that. I know that much. 2. 2. Sorry, I'm still not completely cured from my cold. Oh, okay. You want to squish me. That's fine. Chain blades can do, like I said, chain blades are just meant to do damage now. So what that means, though, it still requires someone to do a setup. And if you don't have, like, if you go into the game solo, well, you're gonna have trouble with it. Like that right there, if I just hit it by myself, it would have actually, it would have been fine. But now that I can't do anything other than damage, I need to rely on my teammates. So I might actually have to do something else. I'm just gonna do damage to it. Like, Chainblade still has value. Like, but it's a very specific value. Oh, this is gonna be funny. Hey, one more piece. Like that right there, that's a lot of damage by itself. But now if I could actually stagger an opponent, it'll be so much more. Really? That... Man, I should have dodged, actually. I got complacent. Speaking of complacency, that wasn't good. Gonna do another dash at me. Yep. You know what? I really actually just drink this. The stamina potion. Being able to have a constant source of stamina is pretty important. Or at least recover stamina faster. I honestly do somewhat miss it, because as a solo player, I prefer the more solo mindset. Do this too. Very nice, actually. It's belly. Okay. I'm amazed I didn't get hit from that. Yeah, it's his leg. Oh! I don't know why you're after me, buddy, but... Fine. Yeah, so if you definitely have more of a team, like a squad of people, or at the very least like a hammer and chainblade, I could see doing well together. Or maybe the War Pike. Excuse me. And we have 9 minutes left. I think this guy has the borrowed War Pike. Because I would be surprised if... I'm not seeing... Yep. Ah, damn it. Not coming. Probably just drink this last potion. The one thing I will say, like, in terms of combat, be prepared for more Dark Souls 2 stuff. Because these guys will home in you like nothing else. I'm also spoiled by the strike armor. Really? Just trying to hit that last mark. Oh, there it goes. I had a feeling that would happen. I had a feeling that would happen. Thankfully, they just spawn you right there. There we go. And there he goes. Oh, I guess it's 3,000 for the quest. This is gearing up to be Monk Hunter with a WoW-style guild system. There are guilds, or at least you can make guilds. Although, as for how effective a guild system would be when everyone gets loot, so you won't be having like DKP systems. Thank God for that. That was a terrible system. Like even for people who took part of raids every single day, it was still bad for people. But I would simply, like, max out only one weapon, and then focus on making, like, an armor set. Maybe. But, like, this is a game where versatility reigns supreme, so it's like, it encourages players to actually want to, like, if you want, you can, if you know how to play multiple play styles, there shouldn't be a reason why you should, you know, cut yourself short. Strikes are nasty customers, Slayer, but I suspect your quarry didn't know what hit them. Nicely done. I'm proud of you. I'm confident you now got what it takes to venture further into the monstrous verge. You thought these last few hunts were a challenge? Well, just you wait.
A Slayer's work never ends.
Glad you're here. You were able to master the behemoths of the sheltered frontier, but it's time for you to step up and face bigger challenges. Let's see. You're dealing with rogues. I was coordinating effort. Okay, well, we had some success, but those behemoths will return soon enough if we're not able to keep them at bay. To that end, the regent wants to start building more outposts on the verge right away. There's no way I'm letting him send civilians out into those islands without making damn sure they won't wind up behemoth fodder. That's why I'm asking you to lead some scouting expeditions. Meet Quell Marguerite. There's no one better at scouting these islands than the Storm Chasers. She'll have a good idea of where you should start.
I appreciate this.
And
Really?
another quest.
There's something you need to do.
You've proven you're ready for command, but I consider putting that old airship through paces sooner than later. Never know how a ship will handle in different climates. The bosun's looking to restock some supplies. Sounds like there's a good chance to you can get something practical done while you're out there.
Time you were going.
I kind of see this as more of an easygoing, free-to-play Monster Hunter game.
Good work.
Slayer, I mean Captain Slayer. Look, you'll probably stick with Cap, to tell you the truth. I'm not a man of few words, but I'm a man of short words for the most part. Anyway, Cap, sounds like your newest ship could use a shakedown cruise. I have some destinations in mind.
Let's track this beast down.
She's a good old airship. They built them sturdy back then, but it's good to see how she handles the different elevations and climates. We don't need to wayfinder to dip down into the colder climes or snail up to the warmer regions near Ramsgate, and I can use some supplies to replenish our medical supplies. Got some plant samples from arid, frozen, and forest islands.
See you soon, Skip. What's up, Captain? Right. See you
I
later.
guess I don't have it done yet. I guess, like, progression in this game can be quick. And the only reason I say it can be quick is because I can see a lot of people kind of getting hung up on doing you know, doing the one mission, like hunting a specific monster or behemoth over and over and over again, just so they can complete their set or upgrade it to the max, and then find out you don't really need it.
Always time for you, Slayer.
You must be the Slayer who Sorel said she'd be sending over. Sounds like we're going to be working together, if the money's good. So let's talk.
Time to take flight, Slayer.
We may not have worked together before, Slayer, but Cat vouched for you, so that's good enough for now. We'll see how well you fit in with the Storm Chasers soon enough. We Storm Chasers are about taking back the skies, scouting new territory, going boldly and all that. And the region pays us well to ensure that when Ramsgate expands, it expands safely. That means finding islands clear of behemoths, but we're not Slayers, that's where you come in. Where we find islands that aren't clear, you're going to make them clear. Clear? Thought so. Don't worry whether you found a full-time wayfinder yet. We'll get you to the monstrous verge. You and your people take care of any behemoths we find there. Earn 2 wayfinder marks on patrols in the monstrous verge. Already did that, actually. I did.
You know how to leave an impression.
You handled the verge with style, Slayer. I'm impressed, but I cannot lie to you. Not everyone did so well. It's going to be an ongoing fight to keep those islands clear, but we're ready for it if you are. And remember, the more patrol hunts we successfully complete, the easier it is to find our wayfinders to pinpoint a specific behemoth you might be looking to hunt.
There's slaying to do.
Patrols on the Monster's Verge have borne fruit. Our scouts have been able to pinpoint the behemoths that seem thickest on the ground up there. Now we should aim your efforts, Slayer. Quill shots and Charogs are the biggest obstacles to building Ramsgate outposts in that region. Ready to head out when you are. Play 1 Charog and 1 Quill shot.
No need for long goodbyes.
Well, that actually isn't so hard if you can actually just hunt them directly. But as for armor, I don't know if we have any other quests. We actually have one more quest, apparently. Oh, wait, we actually probably actually did that. Yeah, we actually did complete that already, so I can just go to her and get that done. Oh, never mind. It's actually our, I already have all the ingredients he wants. Yep. I'm no wayfinder, but I know how airships handle, and she handled like a dream, no matter the weather. But yet, we restocked the supplies a bit. I'll be able to cook up more medical supplies in no time. Permission to get cooking, Cap.
Give him help.
There we go. Let's see. Hopefully there's no other quests. No, there is not. Alright, I guess that probably should do it for us. But, no, it seems like actually the progression is a lot more fair than I thought it would be. It definitely comes off a bit slow. I still wish that they would give you the base steel and guardian armor right away. Actually, let me check something.
Wills can always find time for you.
I'm always just curious just to see if it actually appears. No, it does not. That's a shame.
These blades won't forge themselves.
See if the armor's there.
What do you know?
Because the quest, I feel like the quest should instantly open that up immediately.
Remember, no armor is safe against stupid.
Because I feel like you should just move instantly from the borrowed set and says, reward people that actually do the gathering, but aren't successful on the hunting. Because eventually they'll be successful on a hunt, and then they can choose if they want to use the monster gear for better weapons or better armor and so on and so forth. But at the very least, they'll have some sort of base level that they can work on. Because I gotta admit, hunting like this isn't exactly the most ideal. Which actually, they actually have. Nope, I guess. Nope, only have 2 dies apparently. I wonder if you have to unlock that. And it even shows infused effects too. That's actually very nice. But that's gonna do it for me tonight here. Let me take a look and see who is streaming right now. Actually going. Actually, I don't think anyone is really. Might be. Ooh, wow. I actually don't have anyone on my list right now, so I'm afraid I actually don't have anyone to refer you to. But I'll be Dauntless. Like I said, I think it's definitely going to be I think if anything, it definitely will be successful. I could easily see a lot of people who won't be wanting to jump in into Monster Hunter World because that's a big chunk of stake you got to get into, and but people still want to be able to experience what it's like to hunt gigantic monsters, and I think Dauntless is a good entryway point for a lot of people. But that's gonna be it for me tonight, though. Thank you very much for watching. As for our schedule for this week, obviously I'll be off. I might Okay, how to explain this? Let's assume Christmas Eve and Christmas Day I won't be streaming. But pretty much after that, we'll probably get back on schedule as normal. As for what we're going to be doing for the rest of the year, probably doing more streams like this, kind of just game archive, close beta games. Not going to be aiming to beat any more games. I'm going to be looking through the Steam Winter Sale. It's finally started today, so definitely want to check that out for any games or gifts that you actually want to get people for Christmas. Or things I actually want to start the new year with. I have one idea of one game I want to get right away to start off the new year with. Because I have an idea. I might have an idea of how I want to make what I want to make 2018 to be on the stream, primarily when it comes to beating games. As for everything else, though, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Definitely happy holidays, guys. Happy holidays. But I'll be back tomorrow with another stream. I don't know what it'll be, but we'll see. Until then, though, take care.